Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another Warcraft replay here. We have an Orc Mirror this time. It's been a very long time since the last Orc Mirror. Also I have no idea if I caught a cold or not. I definitely feels like it, but hopefully it doesn't affect things too much. We have who's this? We have Fast putting in as the red Orc player in the top left, and we have Soin putting in as the blue Orc player in the bottom right here on the map Terenas Stands. Don't know why Fast's name not showing up. Must be in Chinese or something like that, so I can't see it. Ultra first, I don't think that means too much there, as both sides are doing the same thing. Whether or not it will lead to it is, I guess, only time will tell. I think the last Orc Mirror was like Soin versus Lin. That was like a year, maybe? A lot of months ago. So it's definitely been before this current patch, so I don't know how Orc Mirror looks like. Gonna have a Blade Master for Fast. Meanwhile, someone's gonna go for a Shadow Hunter here. I honestly don't remember if this is what happened in the previous Orc matchup, but Shadow Hunter start has become a thing of recent patches ever since the Serpent Ward buffs, I guess. So yeah, you can see that happen. Blade Master, of course, just very universal there. I'm not even sure if Farseer would get used in Orc Mirror, since the Wolves probably are too weak to really kill anything on the Orc side here. But yep, here comes the heroes here. Grunt's popping out as well as the Orc. The Peon Scout is going to spot him. So I'm going to place down the Voodoo Lounge there. Pretty normal, I would say, as I believe this was unintentionally pulled here by Fast, but it seems like someone's just going to deal with this, it seems. Voodoo Lounge is not going to be focus fired by the creeps, as the Peon pretty cleanly sniped there by the Shadow Hunter. Yeah, Blade Master going for the easy item there, not going to get what he wants, only gets a Gloves of Haste, as the Shadow Hunter is going to pop out, or is going to find the Blade Master popping out here, probably go for a Creep Jack on the Wizard. Well, Fast was a little bit off his mark, but he still gets it anyway with probably, thanks to those Gloves of Haste there, increased attack speed, as the Shadow Hunter wasn't unable to get the killing blow on that one. Yeah, this is a bit of a rough start here for someone losing that big creep camp. But I don't think it matters too much. The Greater Healing Potion, of course, also stolen away by the Blade Master there. The Shadow needs to be extremely careful not to go too low, because Orc healing is just so fantastic. Healing Wave is going to be popped out as the first ability for the Shadow Hunter, it seems. I had actually no idea if he was holding that or not, but yeah, seeing as how he didn't hex any of these creep monsters, he might have just been holding the point there. Berserker gets picked up by Fast, and someone's doing a really good job blocking the Berserker there. Is going to be able to take it out, but the Shadow Hunter did take a lot of damage from the Blade Master there. Grunt gonna try to do the same thing against the Shadow Priest, but it seems like the Blade Master was slacking off a little bit on the DPS there. Grunt is going to fall most likely to the Shadow Hunter, giving level 2 over. There we go. You know, the Shadow Priest still running from the Blade Master. I think he might actually have to go. Never mind. Can you not fit through that gap? I'm now confused a little bit, but The Blamers are trying to go for a couple of free kills here on the peons, but they're going to get battle stationed up, and yeah, the Shadow Priest surprisingly lives, and the Blamers is going to have to retreat there with about 100 HP. Yikes, that was a pretty big loss there for Fast. Shadowhunter back to full HP thanks to the healing waves, and of course he still has the healing salves available. Another wizard is going to go down, given over to the Blade Master once again. Giving level 2 over to the BM, of course. And the BM is just going to go straight after the second Shadow Priest. He does have enough mana for Windwalk if he needs it, as it seems like he's just going to back off there. Pitlord coming out as the second hero for Soin, which is definitely interesting, but I guess it is a logical pick against Orc matchups. It's kind of surprising how Soin's doing the more specific hero composition to counter Orcs rather than just the general hero composition that Fast has right now. But yeah, both sides should have already completed tier 2 since we have the second heroes here. We do see Bestiary Turn Totem, so it looks like a more traditional army comp coming in from Fast, as Soin is going for Turn Totem Bestiary as well, but it seems like it was delayed quite significantly compared to his opponent. We also have Wind Riders popping out here, but it seems like we're just going to use that for a scout. As yeah, Raiders are starting to be produced, as we are already seeing those Spirit Walkers popping out from the Turn Totem. Pitlord with the Devotion Aura and +5 claws of attack. Shadowhunter has just +3 agility and +3 intelligence.
Ready to ride.
Meanwhile, the items aren't looking that great for Fast.
We're under attack.
Gloves +3 agility with the circle from the shop. Meanwhile, the Shadowhunter has +3 intelligence, so yeah, no coveted claws, or not even a mid to high tier item. But yeah, Soin, I honestly thought that Soin you using Serpent Wards a lot more with his Shadowhunter first, but so far it seems to be just a pretty supportive Shadowhunter here. Pitlord with Howl of Terror and Cleave. Meanwhile, over on Fast side here, he has the Devotion Aura picked up, which is kind of nice. I say kind of because the Raiders are going to be the primary DPS for his armor composition, so it's not that ideal. Maybe if it was going Trolls, then that would be like almost perfect. But yeah, not this case. Oh, that's pretty scary Pitlord there, so +14 in terms of claws here. Was able to snatch this one out of his opponent, in fact, who is still busy on the corner camps here. So Mana Stone getting picked up from this particular camp. The Blade Master going for some harassment, it seems. Is going to spot out the same composition as being built for both sides, as the gold line is now a bit vulnerable to the Blade Master's attacks there. Did finally get a crit. He's definitely not a lucky Blade Master this game. Barely getting crits at all, and he's just going to get DPS'd out by those Orc Burrows there. Here comes the attack coming in from Soin as Fast. It seems like they're both just going to go after each other's Orc Burrows. We do have a couple Trolls here from Soin as well. But in terms of just siege damage, I would have to give it over to Fast, who has more just siege damage on his side. Here comes a Proto Beast here, grabbing a bite on one of those Raiders, but it is going to get ensnared up and possibly taken down, but it seems like both sides are kind of fine, completely trading out on their Orc Burrows here. As I say that, Soin is going to be the first to start channeling his TP, as he was able to take down the Kodo Beast right as the TP scroll ends there. Uh-oh, how did this happen? Yeah, for some reason the Pit Lord got left behind by the TP scroll, and he is gonna get taken out, which is extremely bad for Soin because yeah, he's gonna have to use his Ankh for very little gain. There we go, revive there. Cleave trying to do its best, maybe to try and snipe the Blade Master at the same time, but health potions are just going to negate that completely. Pit Lord unable to even get a single kill in exchange for dying twice. Yeah, a bit unlucky there for Soin. I don't even know how the Pit Lord got left behind there. But regardless,
Work complete.
yeah, Fast looking a lot better now after taking down that Pit Lord, but like I said before, both sides are kind of upside down in supply now. I believe both sides only have one Orc Burrow each to their name, so they're gonna have a lot of rebuilding to do, and I imagine they would want to avoid as much fighting as possible, since it's going to be hard to replace your units. But well, Fast is going to completely negate what I just said, as he is going to be the first one to engage. Is going to take down the Raider thanks to the Blade Master there, and the Troll is just going to make quick work of. Speed Scroll is going to get used by the Shadow Hunter there, but Ensnare is a pretty good ability, and it does take a couple of Orc lives on the retreat. Blade Master a kill away from level 4. Meanwhile, the Pit Lord, I believe, just got revived? Question mark? Oh, no. The revival just started. Army supplies 35 versus 40 here. Soin is the first one to rebuild his Orc Burrows, surprisingly enough. I think, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, someone has rebuilt his Orc Burrows. Fast just started rebuilding his. But so far, he's looking pretty much in control. So I guess it doesn't really matter when you rebuild your Orc Burrows. At least say that. But he is not actually sticking with the siege. I think he's just going to clear this camp. Level 4 the Blade Master there. Item is going to be the Wand of Lightning Shield. Not entirely useful. Probably just going to get sold for quick money, as counter engage coming in from Soin, as the Blade Master is dropped to about half HP there. Dispel is going to get rid of the Wand of Illusions of the Pit Lord, as the Pit Lord doesn't have enough mana for a Howl of Terror, which is kind of bad. Invuln is going to get used by the Blade Master. He does not have any more healing after that. Spirit Walker and Shadow Priest does go down. It seems like someone's still in the disadvantageous position here. Pit Lord is going to get ensnared, but I don't know if Fast has enough DPS to finish him off. There we go with another ensnare there, as the chain ensnares are coming through. Blade Master, honestly, I've not been noticing that many crits from his side, like I pointed out before, so yeah, yikes. Fast is not getting the crit chance RNG that he needs. So yeah, Pit Lord is gonna live, thankfully, and I think this ultimately benefits Soin, because
We're under attack.
as you can see there, his army still had to get going, but once his trolls become berserkers, I don't know, maybe they may perform a lot better than these raiders are. Pit Lord does have enough mana for Howl of Terror. Here we come. A lot of raiders are low HP. I'm not even sure if Fast should even take this fight, but he is going to pick up a couple of raiders in exchange, as Fast is going to TP out, so 1 or 2 raiders picked up in exchange. But yeah, it still was a bit of a weird fight to go for. One of Lightning Shield being used for no reason. I have no idea why he used that. Gold Mine gonna get cleared out over here. I'm not even sure if that's gonna mean tier 2. Not even sure that's gonna mean a second base. We're still stuck at tier 2 for both sides, so they don't have access to the pocket Great Hole. So they're gonna have to do it the slow way if they want to. I definitely would have expected Soin to be tier 3 by now, since, I mean, his endgame goal is Troll Berserkers, who I believe require Fortress Tech anyway, so yeah, we're not at that yet.
Ready to work.
I guess he's just waiting on the gold, but or maybe he's just worried that the heavy investment mean that he might lose this upcoming fight, which looks like it's gonna happen very soon once again. Alrighty, Blade Master somehow was managed to pick up a pair of claws for himself. I definitely don't think he had that before, but maybe that'll make him a bit luckier in terms of crits. Is going to be able to take down a peon as here comes what little Fast has. He only has 2 turns and 1 raider, which is a very curious decision to start fighting this. Kotobeast is going to get ensnared on both sides, but Fast does have the Blade Master, so he will be able to quickly DPS the enemy Kotobeast a lot faster. Pitlord tried to go for a Halotera, but Disenchant is just going to completely negate that a little bit. More trolls, not more trolls, more wards being placed down there. Mana Pot, I believe, was used by the Shadow Hunter there. Another Halotera is going, but another Disenchant to counteract that. Yeah, I didn't realize when this amount of reinforcements came, but yeah, slowly but surely I think that the Blade Master is gonna just outvalue the 2 heroes that Soin has right now. Because, I mean, the best thing about the Blade Master is all you need is HP, because you don't really rely on mana, so yeah, unlike the Shadow Hunter, who is reliant on his abilities, Blade Master can still perform very, very well without access to his 1 or 2 abilities there. Iron Supply is still pretty even, but I would definitely take a high level Blade Master in the late game over a high level Shadow Hunter. So I would still say that Fast was able to take a lot from this, even though it does look like he got completely wiped out in terms of army. Yeah, it's gonna reproduce his Spirit Walkers and his Raiders there. I believe this is the last creep camp, aside from this one, who doesn't have an item to its name. Potion of Invuln, which is going to be really nice. But yeah, Soin quickly being able to replenish his army here. Deep Scroll is going to be forced to use, as it's kind of impossible to run away from that particular fight without it. 37, 42 for Fast, 39 for Soin. Soin does have the more diverse army comp, which I'm surprised to see. He's actually managed to add Headhunters on top of the Raiders there. If only there were Berserkers. I'm not sure how useful 2 Trolls are versus 1 Raider. I guess they're just there to snipe out the Spirit Walkers, but
Spirits of the earth guide me.
Yeah.
Our gold mine is running low.
Plus it seems like we are lacking on a Kotobeast, never mind. Just as I say that, someone makes another one. Fast is going to go double Kodo, which is going to be extremely useful. Not only is it just added redundancy, but I mean, if you gobble up 2 of these raiders, or maybe even 2 of these spirit walkers, it will make the fight a lot easier. Yeah. This will be the last creep camp, which means that both sides will have to resort to fighting each other now. Not like they haven't really been avoiding each other, but yeah, now they have no excuse. And once again, Fast is going to be the first one to engage on this. Serpent's going to get placed down here as the raiders are going to get snared and a little bit kited out there by the trolls. Haliterra is going to come through, but another disenchant to wipe out the debuff there as the 2 raiders go down instantly. Blade Master dropped to half HP as well as he's trying to focus fire the Kodo Beast. Is going to be forced to use his Inbone as the, surprisingly enough, Pitlord is kind of getting away with being in the backline. Double Kodos are getting ensnared up and taken out there. Level 5 Pitlord is going to gain access to level 3 Cleave, and he's taking advantage of his abnormally high bonus attack damage right now. Yeah, thanks to that Cleave, he's able to work very well with those claws and circlet, so yeah, he's doing a surprising amount of work, which is not something I would usually see.
Ready to ride.
Serpent wards constantly being spammed there, but honestly at this point, the main focus is the Blade Master versus the Pit Lord, and I mean to my shock, the Pit Lord is somehow doing a lot more work than the Blade Master, as I believe Fast is going to GG out there as his army basically got wiped out. Yeah, that was insane. Despite the couple of mishaps from someone's side, he is able to take this. We didn't see Berserkers, but ultimately I think Fast just had a pretty bad Blade Master this game. I didn't see that many crits from his side. Other than that, hopefully you guys enjoyed this one, and I will see you guys again next time. Take care.